Hello, everybody. I'm Lips. This is Rob Reiner.
I'm Rob Reiner.
Sal Italiano.
And we are Anvil, and you are watching
Underkill TV.
Welcome to Underkill TV at the STEELHOUSE Festival. I'm joined by a band that needs absolutely no introduction whatsoever, the one and only Anvil. How are you doing, guys? Welcome to Wales.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Good to be here, man. It's not raining.
It's lovely out.
And is this your first time playing Wales?
Yeah, as far as we know. Unless I was stoned and missed it the last time. I don't know. The closest we've ever come was Bristol. Yeah. We were here with Motorhead in 1983, so yeah. I don't know if that counts.
Well, we actually played Bristol ourselves too.
Back
yeah. So we've been here near Wales a couple of times.
Near, but not quite in. And you guys have actually out promoting a new album. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
What do you want to know?
Well, you can tell all of you the title of the album and everything.
Well, the album is called Hope in Hell.
Yep.
And it came out about a month ago, and it's great. It came out really, really good. Same producer as the Juggernaut album. I think he did a better job. I think we did a better job, and I think people should go buy it just to hear it. It's great.
How would you describe it then? If I asked, like Rob, then what would you say it sounds like compared to like Juggernaut or This Is 13 or something like that?
It's more like Hello 1981, 1983 again.
Really?
That's why I think it's much more.
It's
classic old school Anvil.
Yeah.
In general, but it has some newer edges too. But it's us.
Yeah.
We're not what we were not trying to be fresh and new.
Yeah.
We were actually just trying to be ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, without having to do nothing.
Within the Anvil world.
Yeah. And like I said earlier when I was talking to you, Lips, earlier, it's difficult when you play a festival. You've got to play sort of the songs that people know. But how many songs off the new record today will you be playing to the crowd?
Probably four,
yeah.
Which is really pushing it.
Yeah.
You know but I think it's worthy.
Yeah.
You know, they fit into the set really nice. And I think what makes this a little bit more accessible is that they're easier to catch on to what you're doing.
Yeah.
We really, after working with Bob on the last album, he really brought it to my attention that we have to really be identifying our courses in our songs. So in creating the new album, I took extra special care in making sure that when I arranged the songs that we were really arranging to make those courses stand out. And that when you do that, it makes the song really memorable because now you can remember the name of the song.
Excellent stuff. And what's the plans for you guys then later on in the year? Obviously, I mean, we're midway through 2013, Rob, but what's the plans later on for Anvil?
Well, we're going to South America in a few months. We've got a tour there. We're going to be touring America. We're just touring, basically. We're just going to be touring.
It's all about touring for the new album now.
Yeah, just more touring. And we're already working on our next album. We've got quite a few songs together.
Really, you've already got ideas in the can for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're just going to keep rocking.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask. I'm glad you mentioned about South America. What is it like actually playing? I've heard so many stories about the fans over there. Unbelievable over in South America.
Yeah, it's sort of like going to the lost world.
Really?
Yeah, like they're still listening to the early 80s like it's a brand new album.
Wow.
You know, they're really cult following, very, very strong metal following there. Probably one of the biggest in the world, really.
Yeah.
The only unfortunate aspect about it is that there's no money to be made because everybody's the bootlegging there and the file sharing and everything like that. I mean, that's the only drawback about it, but as far as really, excited fans, doesn't get much better than that, you know.
That was one thing, again, I was going to ask. I mean, it seems to be quite a divided opinion. If I could ask all three of your opinions on this. You know, with like the last sort of 10, 15 years, you've got the download generation, you know, where people, you know, you can buy the album straight away now on iTunes. Myself, personally, I like to, when I buy an album, I like to have the, you know, the CD or the vinyl. I like to read the sleeve notes. What are your guys' views? If I could all answer individually, are you for, like, do you think it does
Well,
help bands?
The whole digital thing is completely, it's pulled the floor or the bottom right out of the music business. There is no foundation anymore.
Yeah.
You have to make your living outside of making the music.
Yeah.
The music has become more about the advertisement for people to come see you live and to buy your T-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's right, yeah.
It's interesting. When the album came out, the label didn't have the vinyl ready.
Yeah.
So only half the order went out. So, I mean, that, nor here nor there. It's just shit that happens.
Yeah, yeah.
I went on to what they call BitTorrent, and I took a look. In the first week, there was 15,000 downloads of the new album. And that is pretty bizarre when you really think about it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But these downloads on BitTorrent, you don't pay for this, okay?
No,
It's completely free. It took me 10 minutes to bring the whole album in on CD quality.
That's
So
frightening. That is frightening.
we're not even talking about it's an MP3 rip. These were WAV or FLAC files, full on, right? Not only that, the cover was scanned perfectly, high resolution. All the lyrics were there. Everything that you would get if you went and bought it for free.
It's frightening, isn't it? That is frightening.
Well, it's not, you know what, it's not a matter of being frightening, but what it did tell me is we're popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't tell by the sales, but by that, I would say we're pretty damn popular.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. You know, in the first week, 15,000 downloads? Okay.
Yeah. And what about yourself, Rob? What's your view on the whole thing?
My opinion is that I'm an old school guy, so I grew up on vinyl, and that was the best thing out because it was big. You could look at it. These days, everything is small, and you need glasses, magnifying glass to see everything. But the world has changed, and everything is consumable and disposable instantly now due to the internet. You know, so that's just the way the world is. You know, I couldn't give a shit about the music business. You know, they're all parasites, anyways, and if they're not making any money, good. We have to make it in other ways. The fans still support good art, and that's how I feel about it.
That's one thing that's true. I think a lot of fans nowadays, as you said, and artists especially, do make their money out on the road selling merchandise. Would you agree?
I agree. You know, I'm an old school fan. I'll still go out and purchase, you know, the package. And there are a lot of people still doing it, not as much as it was, but you have to redefine what the business is now. And like, you know, further elaborate what Lip said, they're downloading the music so you know the fans are out there. And when you go out on the road, it's like that's when you can offer, you know, things to your fans that you won't get on a download, you know, and they can come and get that physical thing in their hand, you know, by going out on the road. And that's probably the redefinition of the music business.
And one thing I was going to ask as well, when we were talking about download as well, I'd like to go back to download. I think it was 2009 where you guys headlined the, I think it was the Pepsi Max stage. I was saying one thing I always remember that absolutely blew me away was Phil Anselmo just being blown away by your doing air drums throughout the whole set. What do you remember about that show?
Oh, what I remember about it? Well, about Phil. Phil's an old diehard Anvil fan.
Yeah.
And I love him dearly, and he just goes crazy when he gets Here 666 or Winged Assassins, and he's always been a big fan of Anvil's drum thing anyway, so he was, I don't know, I guess he was quite impressed. He said something profound to us. He goes, man, you know, I thought you couldn't get any better. I can't describe where you're at now, or something he said, you know, so he's pretty blown away by that. Download was great. I remember, you know, it was about 10,000 people in that 10 or 8,000. It was a full tent. It was a full tent. It was a great show. That's about all I really remember.
And since the movie came out and everything, the band seemed to be, you know, sort of back where they were sort of 20 years ago. What's been the highlight of your career? If you could answer that one individually.
Jeez.
That's hard to answer.
Yeah, I can't answer it. What is it?
Oh, in the last sort of 5, 6 years.
6 years has been the best that's ever been.
I can name one highlight. Playing with AC/DC in Giant Stadium in New Jersey.
Wow. What was that like?
To 55,000 people that were there. It was surreal. You know, you're in this legendary football stadium to begin with, or is that football stadium?
Yes.
Yeah, legendary football stadium.
That's where Guns N' Roses filmed Paradise City, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're looking at, and it was really close to you, thousands of people, and like I don't know, all like it was like this, and the sound was going up, out of the whole place. You know, when the people were freaking out, it was like, you know, it was quite.
Very weird.
I never forgot. I never forgot it.
10 miles away from
Really?
it. Yeah.
And as you say, what did the AC/DC fans sort of make of you? Because you're quite a different sort of band to AC/DC.
Surprisingly, I think we did quite well.
Yeah.
We made a lot of fans. You know, I mean, a lot of people have said they saw us there that are now Anvil fans and bought records and stuff. So, like all things considered, we did.
Far different.
No,
Not really.
no, you're in the same category, but there's so many.
we come out. We basically. I mean, I'm the same age as as Angus, and we've been around almost. Rob and I have been playing together since 1973, so it's not like we're foreign from.
No.
From that.
You're a heavier band.
We're just more. We have a little bit more metal to our sound than AC/DC does. There's certainly a rock and roll aspect to Anvil. There always has been.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So I don't think it was a misfit. I think it was it was a good combination actually.
Well, it's good that bands that have a little bit of diversity between them, because if you have two similar bands playing the festival, then it does
like
kind of.
Crocus opening for AC/DC would be a little bit much, right?
Or
It'd be
Airborne,
like
or
one
Airborne,
long-
or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be like one long song.
It's funny. It's like I wasn't in the band yet, and I went to New England. I drove 4 hours Boston to see them play.
Wow.
Just to get in, because I wanted to be part of that experience where I was in that big place with Anvil, waving.
That's true.
Working way down the front, waving, and
I
it was
still
really.
remember. I'm looking up. There's Sal.
And that was an amazing experience.
So what does it feel like playing bass in Anvil?
It's great. It's really fantastic. And like from being a fan and then actually being in the band, it's incredible. I'm having a blast.
Excellent stuff. Well, guys, I know you're really busy, and we just want to say thank you for taking the time out and having a talk to us, and we really look forward to seeing you set. This is Alistair with the mighty Anvil signing out from Underkill TV. Thank you very much.
When the pain is never ending and you've nothing left to choose, you regret the hurt you're sending me.